billionaire Michael Bloomberg reclaim his seat as New York City's mayor in 2009. He also served as deputy governor in Illinois to the infamous Rod Blagojevich. And he also served as the communications director for New York Senator Chuck Schumer. But this year's election is unlike anything Bradley Tusk has seen before.
Like most people watching this right now, which is it's a circus. Personally, I feel kind of forced to vote for Hillary Clinton because I don't think Trump would be a good choice. But I don't really want to vote for Hillary Clinton. There's really nothing about her that makes me want to see her be president. And yet, to me, I feel like I'm forced into that choice. And I think that's where, if you look at both Clinton and Trump's, negative ratings, that's where a lot of people are. And so that's not great. You look at Trump and say his policies don't seem to make a lot of sense from my perspective, and really hard to see any of them actually getting enacted. You look at Clinton and say policies are a little more sensible, but how is she going to work with this Congress? They hate her. Hard to see the House Republicans kind of giving her anything. And at best, we end up with sort of 4 years of more dysfunction.
Do you wish Bloomberg ran?
Do I think he would have been a great president? Yeah. I mean, you have someone who just really understands the public sector and the private sector, always operates with total independence and integrity. Because he's independent, I think he'd be able to work with both parties in Congress.
Tusk has since left politics to run his own companies, Tusk Strategies and Tusk Ventures, a new company aimed at helping startups.
Effectively a political consulting firm with a venture capital business model. So what we do is we work with pre-IPO startups in regulated industries and help them deal with a wide variety of political and regulatory issues.
The company got started in 2011 with Uber after the startup faced a lot of roadblocks in New York City. Now they work with over a dozen different startups.
In all of these cases, there's usually someone who's already there doing business. They see their model changing for the worse. They try to use their political clout to prevent it. And then on top of that, most of the laws just never contemplated all these different platforms and technologies.
Tusk is now working to get better laws in place for businesses selling medical marijuana.
The laws are just incredibly inconsistent across the board. So in California, every county has different rules around delivery, around transportation. It just, the concept of either medical marijuana or recreational marijuana has obviously advanced considerably in the past decade or so, but governments have not done a good job keeping up. You have just a patchwork of rules and regulations that just make it very hard for business to operate, for people to even know how to obey the law.
You have a long history in politics. Would you go back to it? Would you go back to
Only if it were someone like Mike.
I'm Jade Scipioni for FoxBusiness.com.